Your time's valuable, so is mine. Let's get started. Today is day 3 or the last day, where we're going to wind things up and let you go. And of course, let you know how Tier 1 extracurricular activity is really the secret to success. Okay, so any questions, please put them in the chat. And I'm going to just get started. Okay, so this is your 72-hour transformation, which is like the 3-day transformation. So what did we learn? The first day was decoding the highly selective admissions, finding like your gap, right? And of course, day 2 was execution. We went over case studies of successful students. And today we're going to learn how to create a tier 1 extracurricular activity or a tier 1 project. Okay, so that's where we are here and we will get started. Any questions, please put them in the chat. Okay, so how do you go from just another student to the must-have candidate? Okay, so this is a kind of discussion that I like to share. How do you go? How do you become a must-have student? What are the core things that you need? Anyone wants to answer that? How do you become a must-have student? You should have the answer by now, right? How do you become a must-have student that colleges throw money at you, right? This is what I say. Scholarships are given to students that they find must-have or someone that they feel is like so significant that they're willing to give that student a lot of money. And that's how scholarships are won. Okay, so please don't think that you're entitled to any kind of scholarship, right? And it's won because of your profile. Your profile is so amazing that they want you at any cost. And if you see, the typical pattern is the same student will get multiple offers, right? And that's what happens to my students is one student typically gets into Columbia, use Chicago, a full ride from some other colleges and everything. I had a student who got into Cornell. Somebody was asking me about Cornell. Okay, so this kid got into Cornell, but his father was a physician. So as a result, didn't qualify for any financial need-based scholarship. And he didn't get any merit-based. So it was going to be $400,000. And the cardiologist said, no, I'm not sending my son and spending 400,000 on Cornell. Instead, he went to UCSD for $400 because he got full ride from UCSD. So that's how it is. So the secret lies in that kind of tier 1 profile that you build. So what did the cardiologist do? The first son was a computer science student. The second son came back to us. He was an actuarial science, and the doctor said, don't bother applying to Ivies. I want full ride. And so we got him university, kind of forget where, but he got a full tuition in actuarial science. And it didn't stop there. His third child, a daughter, came back to us to apply for the medical program. And I'm waiting for his fourth child to join us, right? So that was some experience, and it really was an eye-opener. The dad made a good decision. Otherwise, it would be like 400,000. And fairly recently, I heard from another student that Cornell is $106,000 a year, including room and board, right? So that's another thing to consider, is whether the highly selective colleges are really, really worth it, are really worth breaking the bank. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so yesterday we saw that what students achieve. Today we are going to build a map. That's it. Okay, and so are you ready to be unignorable, right? Someone unignorable is someone that cannot be ignored, right? So that's what we want to see here. And yeah, so today's building your tier 1 legacy, right? It should be your legacy. or something that you're leaving back in this planet, right? And that is what you've got to show colleges. Okay, so the mission is to stop being a joiner. I mean, there are serial joiners that I want to discuss about. This is something that I see a lot of students doing and a lot of parents doing it unknowingly. I know you have all the best intentions. Is there are two kinds of kids. Like serial joiners, they are generalists. They just about do every activity kind of, sort of, not so great, poorly. And then you have the specialist who takes on like just two kind of activities and goes into them deeply. And who do colleges look for? A specialist, not a serial joiner. So that's like the number one thing that you need to think about is stop being a joiner. Yes, it's good to explore them, understand them when you're in grade 9, but I'm not saying you should abandon your school clubs, but go beyond the four walls of your classroom. And your goal is to move up the tiers or the ladder from tier 4 to tier 1. Okay, and the result, the tangible measurable outcome is building a project that's so clear and so strong that colleges stand in line to give you acceptance, not just acceptance, but a lot of scholarship, right? So that's what it is. So I want to remind you why good grades are not enough, right? So colleges see thousands of applications with 4.0 GPA. The thing is, good grades get you noticed, but the extracurricular activities get you accepted, right? So I'm going to reiterate again. Good grades and test scores get you noticed, but extracurricular activities are what gets you accepted and tons of scholarships, right? So again, I'm going to remind you about the 8-minute clock that an admission officer looks into your application. It's the admission officer only has 8 minutes. 8 minutes is like liberal. Typically, they have only 6 minutes to read your application. And if your resume looks like a boring list of common clubs, they stop caring. They're just going to flip through. It's going to be like in 4 minutes. So again, we did this headline exercise. It's got to be punchy, right? The very first activity that is out there has got to like bring their attention. So we always put our best in the top, right? So that's a scroll stopper. Okay. And step 1, there are multiple steps to building an exceptional profile or a noticeable profile. Step 1 is the floor, the academics, right? I'm going to refresh you with like 10 plus AP courses, keeping your grades up, good GPA and test scores. They are necessary. That's the step 1. Test scores, you want to aim for 1550 for an SAT, a 34 or higher. If you look at Duke, they'll tell you clearly what kind of scores that they're looking for. And scores prove you're smart, but your spike projects proves that you're special. So that's what cinches the acceptance. Okay. And of course, I want to remind you again the well-rounded kind of fallacy that's here that you need to overcome, right? Being okay at 10 things makes you replaceable. Sorry, just gonna sneeze, okay? So, I'm sorry. Being okay at 10 things makes you very, very replaceable. Colleges are looking for a spike or kids with a spike that have one specific things that makes them stand out, right? And it's like one significantly self-driven, marketable project is way better than being a member in 10 clubs. And that's something that I want you to know. Okay, so if grades get you through the door, what project will make you stand out once you're inside? Anybody wants to share their project ideas with me? Okay, so what is your project? What is your passion project? Okay, anyone wants to share what it is? Any ideas? You can share your ideas as well. I can help you out with that, right? So what is that one project that you have in mind that is going to be your golden ticket to the top 25 colleges? Anyone? Yeah, that makes sense. I like the project names that are coming out. Okay, so I'm going to continue. If you think of a project, you can put it in the chat and I can help you with that as well. If you don't, then I can help you with that as well. Step 2 is identifying your cause area, right? So a cause area is your unique brand or your unique area that you want to kind of zero in on to create a project. So this becomes like the main story, what you want to tell the colleges, like the girl with a horse and helping autistic kids, or the teen suicide prevention advocacy, or serving seniors, anything that is there, that is the cause area that you need to identify. Okay. So again, I want to remind you the power of doing it yourself, right? So colleges are looking for projects that are self-driven, for some purpose that is beyond your grade or anything, right? And it's got to be fairly unique and atypical, right? And you need to have a clear cause and kind of an outcome that supports your cause, right? So that's super, super important. What is it that your cause area is aiming at? Okay. And some examples are healthcare fairness or healthcare equity, right? I've had students doing maternal and infant equity. Aditi from Connecticut is all about like neonatal care and everything. So that's a very, very unique area. I'm just throwing you ideas, but an area that is very unique and aligns with your major, right? So Aditi here was applying to BSMD programs. Okay, another example is special needs learning. All right, this is what got my student into Columbia. Okay, helping students with special needs learn through fun physical exercises, right? So this student got into Columbia and U Chicago, right? So that is the cause area, or some kind of a problem in the community that you want to solve, right? Again, teen mental health is popular. Teen suicide prevention goes a step deeper into that, right? So creating a safe, judgment-free space for teens, and the solution for the teen advocate was he wanted teen-on-teen help. He wanted teens to look out to each other and make a change in the health curriculum to incorporate mental health, right? So that is a hard-tugging cause area. All right. And what did he do? He went to Philadelphia School District to speak about it, Downingtown School District, and conducted a march. So the cause area had an actionable step attached to it, right? And finding the gap, right? What is the gap, or what is that particular area, or what is that particular problem that needs a solution? Is figuring that out is what is the secret, right? So where does your skill meet the real problem? For the teen suicide prevention advocate, it was mostly his ability to speak publicly, or the passion that he had. That was his like real talent or skill, right? Being able to convey that uh, profound, like make aware of that profound problem itself is a talent, right? So that's what needs to match your skill, right? That's how you go about it. Okay, so let me ask you, what is the local problem that makes you frustrated? I mean, it just makes your blood boil, or you're just irritated by it, or it's like a thorn, right? Anyone wants to share? Anyone wants to share a problem that, uh, oh yeah, lack of funding to schools. Yes, that is genuinely a big problem. Yeah, anyone else? Oh yes, period poverty. I would love to help you with that. My student did get into her passion project. She did get into Stanford. And I know I spoke at the TEDx Cummings event. There was another girl who spoke about period poverty, you ever want to create a passion project about it, come to me. I'll help you promote that cause area. Food insecurity, definitely. Wonderful. Terrible lunch and no non-dairy options at school. Of course, sucks, right? Yeah, my son has gluten allergy and he really, really struggled in the school district, right? Yes. So there are wonderful, wonderful problems that you have. Now you've got to make something out of it, right? And that's where we come in, and I can definitely help you create into like wonderful passion projects for your cause areas. Okay. And of course, the step 3 is creating your tier 3 passion project, right? Do something that's not your standard school club, right? You don't want to do boring. Okay. So I share a lot on my LinkedIn profile. I'm going to share my thing where I wrote about. I know I'm just digressing because I wanted to share with you what I recently shared um, about my student who got into Columbia. This is my LinkedIn. You can connect with me. So I wanted to kind of share, oh no, not this one. So I kind of share what Columbia looks in a student, and it's definitely, it cannot be boring, safe, or typical, right? So I wrote about the student's passion project, which was ensuring every child with development disabilities thrives, right? And her research was on enhancing task persistence in young learners, a neuroscience topic, and that got her into Columbia as well as U Chicago, right? So it's got to be that hard tugging, has to have like measurable, like any project that you do needs to have been measurable. Is it in terms of money raised, in people helped, or in events conducted and everything, right? So that's something that's extremely important. And of course, showing your intellectual quality, right? I like to combine research with a cause area, right? So typically, my students who build a passion project have gone through my research program so that we can show the depth that is there into it, right? And like getting noticed, like going to conferences and winning an award, that also our students do, and we encourage them to do it. And then this shows to colleges that your brain never stops working, and that's what they're looking for, right? So step 4 is establishing the proof of work, which is like showing an outcome, which is measurable, right? Um, like tier 1, it always ends with something that people can see, like a website or an event. We always have kind of a measurable outcome. Facts like 200,000 meals were served, or this many composting was done, right? Colleges trust projects more than they can see the physical evidence, right? So they want to see a measurable outcome, and that's what's needed here, right? And you need a digital portfolio. Like I said, it has to be marketable at its best. Building a professional website, and of course, you cannot hire anybody to do that. You've got to do it on your own. Filling your website with blogs, photos, and details of what you've done. That's something that's very, very significant, right? So if an admission officer cannot click on a link, then it almost as if it didn't happen or you didn't do it, right? So I'm also going to have getting in the news is also super important, media coverage, right? Getting your project in the newspaper or TV or the media actually proves that you're a real deal, right? A legit effort, and creating like a professional photo. I told you about creating a media kit, headlines, writing op-ed, opinion pieces. All these matter a lot, right? To building your tier 1. And next is a so what test, is what I call it, right? If your project disappeared today, whose life would get worse? That's something that I ask my students, is who are you impacting? Who's consuming the project that you've done, right? And I'm going to show you Jessica. Her project is quite significant, and she really did a great job with that really quick. Okay, so her passion project is Teens Serve Seniors. She's of the opinion that teens can spend about 2 or 3 hours a week in a senior center. Then it really, really positively enhances their well-being and their mental health, right? So she did a lot of work with the seniors, right? So she wants teens to go to their closest senior center living and spend at least some time. And the evidence of her work is right here. She conducted Mother's Day, Father's Day, and it was not just fluff. Like every week, she spent significant amount of time with the seniors, be it any kind of activity, and she's showcased it all um, uh, like on a website. So you see here, this tier one cause area is fairly simple, but yet effective, right? So this is another good example. So this is a kind of impact that colleges are looking for. Okay? And okay, so my question to you is, would you rather tell a college that you're leader, or would you share a news clip with them? Which one it is? Put leader or news clip? Which one would you prefer? Showing that you were a leader, or would you like to show evidence of a news clip? What do you think you would like to do in your college application? Come on, let's see. Okay. News clip. Got it. Yes. Yes. Anyone else? Right. So there are a news clip. Very good. Very good. News clip. News clip. News clip. Excellent. Excellent. And yes, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer, but definitely a news clip. Right. And I'm going to quickly show you this student's college application. And you will be able to see where the news clips goes. News clip goes. This is a UMich application. I'm just going to quickly share with you. I told you the 8-minute test, right? So the colleges love to see whether, I'm sorry, the admission officer loves to see whether you've taken a college credit. In this case, he went to Villanova. What are your current courses? Honors and awards, 5 spaces, absolutely must. Testing, AP subject test. He took 19 APs, but he could only declare 15. And if you see here, his tier 1 extracurricular activity was founder and advocate, domestic violence policy advocate, right? And he had 2 tier 1 activity. He also tried to pass this domestic violence bills, which was third strike and a sexual offender goes to prison, right? It's not there in Pennsylvania, and he wanted to pass that bill. And of course, this was March for Teen Life. As you can see here, the essay, and here you go, the media clip, which shows like March 14 Life coverage and where it goes, right? So this is how the application looks. This was previously when you didn't have the restriction of 350 words. Now it's become 350 words, so you cannot showcase, I mean, a lot, but this is Mish. As you can see here, they have two supplemental essays, which is communities. So this kid did a lot of reading. He refers to Du Bois' philosophy, and also why this college is why UMich, where he mentions about his time in teen children, where he collected data. He also did this course in Villanova, right? He talks about wanting to minor in Arabic studies, go to Amman and solve the Middle East problem. This was 2 years back, right? So this is how you showcase it in your college application. Okay. Okay, so we established that you want to be in the media. So let's go ahead. Now, step 5 is scaling your impact, right? It's like moving it from an idea to a finished work, right? Like running at least 10 community events. That's what we help students create. Lead large groups of people to speak up and make a change. And working with others, of course. Solving a messy problem in your own backyard shows you take action, right? And money management, if you have budgeting resources for your project, colleges like to see that as well, that you ran an organization. And step 6, it needs to match with your academic interest, right? So that it aligns with the major that you're picking. Your activities should match with what you want to study in college, right? The previous student wanted to study political science, so policy change and everything works right into it. Use project to show that you're ready for hard college classes, right? Show that your work is now leading to your future job, right? And getting a head start, right? Using the passion project to get research or legal internship. That's what I'm going to be working tomorrow for a student who's going to be advocating for a policy change to use her tier one extracurricular activity to get that opportunity, right? Connect with professionals. We can all do that with that. I have G100 that I can help your students connect and show colleges what you're doing is a work of a professional, right? So the specialist group, colleges build classes out of specialists, right? And it's better to be the number one student in a small niche than to be 100th in a big club, right? So I always get asked, oh, I want want my child to win RSI and all that, right? So that everybody is aspiring to do. I'm not saying that it's bad, but then do something that is rather unique, atypical, or kind of unknown, right? And that's what colleges are looking for. Specialists make a campus interesting. Average kids are replaceable, so don't be average. Then there's intellectual vitality, studying something deeply just because you love it and not for a grade, right? So your actual learning, and this is something that your actual learning is something that I want to share with you is how you kind of put it all together in your essays, right? You cannot have fluff. And I feel like Gen Z cannot create, write, or think without ChatGPT, which is the biggest problem, right? We have political science major students referencing philosophers and everything in their essays, right? That's super important. Like the way colleges are going to deem you an intellectual is how well you know about previous historians, philosophers, and their work. And you got to write that in your essays, right? And this is something that I'm sharing, even though it's not part of the passion project. It's something that's extremely important as a part of your college application, and we focus a lot on. Okay. Any questions? Please put it in the chat. Right, and I'm going to kind of go ahead. So, are you ready to stop being just another student and start being the only one? Okay, how many of you here want to stop blending in but want to stand out? Yes, yes. We do help with Rising Sophomore to build a passion project, research, everything. We have all of that. I will address your question. Yes, we have all of it, right? And oftentimes we know parents just gather information and don't take any action or the next steps, and they keep asking the same questions over and over again. And by the time is lost, right? So sophomore is the best time to come to us because you will have enough time to showcase it, right? The earlier you come to us, the more time you will have to showcase it. Do a lot of activities, get media coverage, and everything. And of course, it's never too late to be a junior. If you're a junior, we will give you preference, right? So please, it's not enough if you say it's too late. Like I just keep posting my Clarity call link. You can schedule a call with me and I can go over how we can help, but you got to take action, right? And not just kind of think that, hey, is it too late? No. So we would love to help you. If you're a junior, please come to us. We still have time. Till August, we are going to be focusing only on the passion project. And I want to tell you that Nived, my son, who's a teen suicide prevention advocate, he didn't get the idea for the teen suicide prevention until summer, right? Summer of his senior year. So it's like later than now, right? Why? Because the left brain just started, he started getting those ideas in May. and he had to apply in November. We never said, oh my God, it's too late. No, when he came to me with that, no, we worked, we planned, cold emailed networks, and he first showed up on Fox 29 to talk about his teen suicide prevention, right? And then it took off, and all the other media kind of came together. And then October 13th was when the walk in Harrisburg was, and the application that he submitted was November 1st, right? So how is it even late? It's like doing something, right? Instead of thinking, oh, is it too late? It's too late. I'm not even going to start. You know why? Because it's going to be too late. I mean, stop with that. No. You can do anything even an hour before the submission to show that, I mean, it's not fluff, but who can help it? Everything is about the timing. So if you are a junior, I cannot emphasize you enough as to how much this program is important, more than anybody else. So we will give you a priority if you're a junior, but of course you've got to take that first step to schedule a call with me, right? And that's what we expect you to do. And also, please don't ghost us after you give your number to us, and then we just keep calling you and you just keep ignoring us. That's so annoying, right? We don't want that. Okay, and so why do you need help, right? You're not able to do all of this on your own. It's not possible. I have an army or a team of 25 professionals who help me with that, right? I mean, I have a person who knows how to develop a spike, right? That is all her job. Okay, she's exceptional. We will gather that kind of unique talent out of your child that's deeply authentic to them, right? And we will be able to help you build a national level project. You can't do it alone. You need a media kit. You need to know how to write emails to journalists. We spent hours together. You need to get primed and prepped for media. You can't just blink when you are called on the news, right? You've got to be like confident enough to make it like it's like a very usual thing, right? We help you with the elevator pitch. I have Laurie who helps with that. So many people start their projects. They have fantastic ideas. They have deadly ideas, but rarely anybody finishes them, right? That's it. I want to tell you that. And I want to tell you that my students are finishers because I will make sure they finish it because I'm a finisher. I'm just kidding. Okay. And we provide the roadmap. And it's not just a map. We will help you execute it. Get it? And that is the secret, or 100% money back guarantee, right? If your project is not done, you're going to get 100% of your money back. That is the guarantee that we give. So we have a Passion Project Accelerator program where we guarantee a tier 1 activity. It focuses on getting the project done with measurable results, right? And you end up with a project that no colleges can ignore you. They have to take notice, right? So our mentors are there, and our expert coaches will help you figure out a cause area that aligns with your major. We use different organizational skills and psychology. Our counselors are psychometrists, psychiatrists, I mean, psychologists, right? And we have a combination of group and one-on-one sessions, right? But this is not for a junior. A junior has a separate package because we have to accelerate our program with them. So it's your guaranteed legacy, right? You'll get a professional website that showcases your cause area and results. We will help you with media coverage. You will have an op-ed. You will get a designation in G100. Of course, you'll be nominated, but winning that depends on how impactful your cause area is. And we will help you run 10 events to prove you are a leader. That's it. All right. And a plan for success, right? We will provide you step-by-step ways to figure out that idea, right? Like figuring out that cause area is something that we will help you build. It's through questionnaire. It's through going over your activities. I'm not going to go deeper into it, but it's our method. Okay. And of course, with a project like this, it's like you are going to get into the top 25 colleges, right? So the choice, you can stop just participating and start building your legacy, right? Even a child has a legacy. It was my son's legacy, right? A teen suicide prevention advocacy is his legacy, right? I'm here to help him. And he recently won $2,500 award for his nonprofit. I have that, and I'm going to help and donate it to the mental health for teens, right? So he won that money. The chance is to make your application stand out at the best college, right? So that's what we want to do. You can join our Passion Project Accelerator program, where we guarantee a fully functional website with 10 events and op-ed for the newspaper. It will get published, a position in G100, a global organization, a media kit to approach journalists, and we guarantee a top tier cause area passion project, or your 100% money back, right? And of course, this is what is part of the program: identification of the cause area, the events, the website. These are all the examples of, you can create an online program like Diya Patel did, writing blogs, right? A gallery of pictures, 10 promotional events, and different activities to raise awareness. We have a media coverage, like these are the op-eds that were written by my students. So you can see right here, now Kritika is all about dumping the size tag, right? So this is her passion project, and she wrote an op-ed about it, right? So that is all part of the program. What else do I have here? Yeah, and these are all the list of passion projects that we've done so far, all right? And so, do I have your permission to reveal our success formula? You're going to say yes, but I'm still going to ask you, right? So, we offer rather unique solutions, starting with research, because that's number one extracurricular activity that colleges are looking for, right? So, name it. Based on that field, we'll help you. I did hear somebody wanting to do in finance and economics, political science, or even mathematics, government. Data science, this is offered one-on-one with the research professor and the creative writer, right? So basically, you're going to work with the professor, the research professor, as well as a creative writer, to produce a 4,000-word research paper that will be submitted for publishing, right? You will get an opportunity to present in conferences and everything, right? And we have college counseling as well that we offer. Med and non-med is how we've segregated it. And if you're applying to the colleges in fall of 2026, then you can schedule a clarity call with me, and I will be able to go over your profile and give you suggestion and how we can help. Okay. And so how many of you are applying in the fall of 2026? Great, great. So I suggest you schedule a call with me using this particular link, and I will be able to help you look over your profile and kind of provide you that kind of guidance that you need. Okay, yes, it's a paid call, but then when you enroll into any of our programs, we refund it, right? So that's what we have. I'm just going to quickly move on and then take in your questions. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so of course we went over this. We also offer internships, social media internships in summer, research internships for students who finish research with us. We also have nonprofit initiatives that we will be running shortly. Yes, we do have research programs and everything. For juniors, we run them one-on-one, so there is no time time restriction. You get it? So the thing is, yeah. So of course, since it's one-on-one, we can start as early as tomorrow. If your student is a junior. Yeah, of course. Our 2026 students have already started with their research and their passion projects, so you better hurry. right? So yes, we do provide that. Okay. And yeah, and our internship, we have a legal internship. I just want to share with you that I have one legal internship position with a legal firm that will be awarded to one student. So let me know if you're applying to political science or any of those kind of majors. I do have an internship that will be rewarded to a junior who's applying to 2026. Okay. So yeah, I'm almost done. What else do I have? Okay, so I have to show you college acceptances, which is almost here, based on passion projects. Now, this is Duke. I want you to read this. It says, I enjoyed reviewing your application and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research prowess. So this is a Duke admissions officer praising a student's passion project and research, right? So here it is, proof is in the pudding, right? Acceptance to Duke. And then this is a student who got $80,000 scholarship because of her mental health passion project that she was working on, right? So you see right here what admissions officers are looking for. So all the information is right there on our website. So that's it. And this is your homework for today. I will post it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and answering the question. What is duration of the passion project? It's about 3 months. All our programs are 12 to 15 weeks. Okay, so it depends. The pricing depends on whether you're a junior or you're a sophomore. We offer different kind of programs. So please schedule a call with me or with Lauren. If you can share your number, we can have someone call you back as well with the pricing and everything. Okay, so the other question is, are research programs available for sophomores? Absolutely available. Yes, it's available for everybody. Okay. So please let me know the cost and program structure. We cannot announce that. Please, you can schedule a call with Lauren, and she'll be able to help you with the passion project and everything. And yes, we do work with sophomore and everybody, right? Yeah. Okay. So yes, I think do you have if you want to ask any questions, please let me know. I can make you a panelist. If not, I'm going to let you guys go. So you have a choice. You can either try to figure out on your own or come to us, and you will have an exceptional tier 1 extracurricular activity that you can showcase to your colleges, but it takes work, right? And yes, it costs money. I want to tell you, none of this is free. I have to pay my teachers. Your tuition actually puts food on my counselor's teacher's table, right? So it is Guru Dakshina. It is a teacher's fee, and our programs cost money to run, right? Because we have to hire experts. Is it too early for ninth grader to enroll with you? Absolutely not. You can start with research, right? Take one program at a time is what my suggestion is if you're not a junior. I don't like shoving too many programs down a child's throat, right? Until you're mature enough to be a junior, senior, and you have your college applications. Until then, I always do one program at a time. Start always with research, become an expert, build a passion project on top of it. Okay. And if you've already done research, then come to us for the passion project. So that is the kind of doing that. The best time to start research is ninth grade. Yeah, ninth grade. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. No? Okay. If you don't have any other questions, I'm going to put my link to schedule a call with me. Yeah. Okay, I want to wish you well. I hope you learned oodles. Do drop a line on WhatsApp or on LinkedIn.